In terms of the Premier League, it's the biggest game of our season, so it's huge.
Right now you've got this 5-point cushion, haven't you?
Yeah, I mean the cushion at the minute obviously is more favourable to us, of course, so we'd rather play Man City at Stamford Bridge. Is a draw a good result? It's an okay result. Is a win a good result? It's a fantastic result. We just need to not lose the game, and you know, sometimes it's easier said than done when you're playing somebody like Man City, so there's another mouth-watering tie, I'd imagine, for the neutral. And one that we're looking forward to and we're ready for, so another chance for us to get that extra step closer to the league.
Can we just rewind to Saturday and Bradford City? I think you said afterwards that you didn't think anybody had seen Chelsea play like that at Stamford Bridge for a long, long time.
The team sixth in League One have knocked out the Premier League leaders and 7 times winners.
My initial reaction when I come off the pitch was, what's just happened there? It was almost like shock. I was speechless. To put a finger on exactly what went wrong was difficult at that moment in time. But we've been playing well this season. You know, football's very fickle in ways where we go to December and we haven't lost one game, and then you lose a game or you draw a game or two, and all of a sudden it's, you know, this is wrong, that's wrong. So the game itself was massively disappointing. It was certainly the lowest point this season. But we had the Liverpool game to bounce straight back. When you have disappointments in football like that, the best thing ever is to just play the next game as fast as you can. And having the atmosphere after the game, after we'd won, was exactly what we wanted.
How different is the Chelsea side now to what it was last year? Obviously, personnel has changed, but mentally, how different is it?
I think we've learned. I think we learned. I spoke earlier in the season. One of the biggest things I think we learned from was last season we still had a great team. We've added extra quality to the team, and we've learnt from last year where we dropped a lot of points last season against teams what people wouldn't have expected us to drop points to. I was fortunate enough to win one of the biggest competitions, the Champions League, in the first season that I was here, and then you just get a taste for it. Obviously you want to finish your career with as many trophies, as many achievements as you possibly can get, and gives you the platform at Chelsea to do that. And yeah, you want to, every competition you're in, you want to try and win. Like I said earlier, you want to win. You want to come to the end of the season, and if we won the league, it'd be absolutely unbelievable. Something I've never done before. Something I'm hungry to do.
Another one to tick off the list.
Exactly.
What kind of influence has John Terry had on you since you joined Chelsea?
I think we had a relationship on the pitch from just early when I first broke into the England team. I managed to play with him a couple of times and it worked really well. And he's an influential player. He's somebody in my position, not just John, but the other guys that I've been fortunate to play with at Chelsea. They're international players, they're top players, and you learn from them. But John, for me, is it's frustrating sometimes because I think people generally feel that, you know, he kicks the ball for me, he tells me when to run fast, run slow. It's not like that, but in terms of a defender, he's one of the best that the Premier League's seen. I'm sure everyone will agree with that. And so to play with him and to learn from him brings your game on no end. So yeah, I think the partnership works really well.
If I can just ask you about Diego Costa, his ability, he seems to get under the skin of the most experienced players, but he just seems to play on the edge.
Chelsea striker Diego Costa has been found guilty of stamping on Liverpool's Emre Can, who now missed Chelsea's Premier League clash with title rivals Manchester City at Stamford Bridge this weekend.
Does he step over the line?
I think it's his character, I think it's the way he plays. Will you change him? Probably not. And I don't think he should, because I think it's certainly, for me as a teammate, it's somebody you want in your team. I played against him twice in the semi-final last season against Atletico, and he's what you call a handful for a defender. Not just his skills and he scores these fantastic goals, but the way he puts his foot in, how aggressive he is, makes defenders uncomfy. And I think it's a great attribute he's got. It's a long season. There's so many twists and turns in the course of a season. You have ups, you have downs, and that's the way it goes. But to mentally try and keep on track and keep winning, and you take a knock and you get back up and keep going and going and going. And we've done that this season, and thankfully we've only had a couple of knocks so far.